What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another haul video. So this past weekend, Clifton had their local show. It was the year-end show, which is always a great show to attend to. So next year, if you're still watching these videos, you get the chance to go to the Clifton comic show. Go to the one in December, because it is an amazing show. Great deals. Vendors are in that holiday spirit, and you have a couple of vendors that are not normally there. So everything I got right now that I'm going to show you, I paid $1 a piece for, except for the last 6 books. There was one vendor that was just all dollar, long boxes full of dollar books, and it was fantastic. Matter of fact, this video is so chock full of books I don't want to tie up. This is all from one vendor. That I'm going to have to break it into 2 parts because I picked up all of this also, and it's just too much for one video. I want to go over, give everybody their due time. So be on the lookout for that second part. But this is going to be part 1 of the Clifton Comic Show haul. And let's start it off just showing you. Got What If the Amazing Spider-Man Had Not Married Mary Jane. That's issue number 20, a newsstand edition of that book. Very nice. Defenders number 53. Everybody knows this book. X-Force number 2. How can you pass up Bronze Age Iron Fist? Iron Fist number 5. $1. How about this? This is when you have the British Psylocke, before we get Betsy Braddock, the one the Psylocke that we all know and love. This is X-Men number 256. Sleeper book. This is a small key that you guys should be looking for. Amazing Spider-Man number 262, but a newsie. Yes, sir. Newsstand Spider-Mans. Always grab those. Talk about that. How about 355? Newsstand Spider-Man. Take those every day. 356. Moon Knight appearance right there. 364. Shocker. All newsstands. So you see what I'm talking about? This, I mean, grabbing Spider-Man newsstands when they count, when they're low print run. How can you not take these? Amazing Spider-Man number 369. Newsstand edition. And second print, I believe this is on Amazing Spider-Man 394. It's that foil cover. I might be wrong, but it's a newsstand edition. Very nice. And first appearance in this also, Amazing Spider-Man 559. And there were 2 copies of that. And this book I take every time. It's a little beat, but it's a great John Tyler Christopher. Amazing Spider-Man 641. That negative space by John Tyler Christopher is gorgeous. Can't beat that. Talk about newsies, right? It was all about newsies. Daredevil 186. Take that. And then The Return of Elektra and the Origin of Elektra. Daredevil 190. Book that's seen a lot of love. X-Men number 186. 187, Bronze Age X-Men. 188. 189 in a newsstand edition. 190 in a newsstand edition. 191, the first appearance of Nimrod. How about a newsstand edition of the first appearance of Nimrod? Can't beat that, man. That's just a good book. X-Men 220, Forge is all banged up and damaged. Rogue looking for him, calling him a coward. Great art. I think this is that Paul Smith era. I might be wrong, though. And then Grendel, number 1, first appearance of Lady Grendel, I believe it is. Great artwork right there. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. ElfQuest, number 1. Yes, sir. These were all $1. You had to see it was like a feeding frenzy. So my man Tony NYC in there digging away. Just a bunch of members from the community. Everybody was going at it and having a great time. Shout out to Nemesis Prime because he's the guy that told me about that booth. You know, he was in there digging, doing his thing. And got to see my boy MTG Comics. So, you know what? The whole comic community was out there just doing their thing. And we have Iron Man number 192. And those were all the dollar books. Now we got 6 more books here. Part of a 6-book series. That it wasn't $1, but the guy just took care of me. Gave me a great price on top of being dollars. What this goes for here, nowhere near what he charged. And this set has a lot of spec. You've got future movie spec on this. The Warriors have talked about this for a long time. The pressable defects, especially my man, the Butcher, has been big on one of these books for a long time. So if you're reading the tea leaves, you kind of know where I'm going forward with it. It ties into Nova. It ties into Quasar, which we think might be coming to the MCU, or Phyla-Vell, whichever way you want to go with that character. Just such a good series. Ronin is in it, but we're talking about Annihilation Conquest. So this is Annihilation Conquest number 1. If you ever read this series, again, probably one of the best space odysseys out there. Annihilation Conquest number 2. And amazing covers. Annihilation Conquest number 3. This cover here, to me, is just so badass, bro. Annihilation Conquest number 4. Number 5 again. So this iconic covers here. Number 5, you have Annihilus himself. Take a look at that cover. That thing is gorgeous. And the book to get out of this whole series, Annihilation Conquest number 6. This is the first appearance of the new Guardians of the Galaxy. In this one, this team is started up by Nova. He eventually leaves after the first series. But this is where you get Rocket Raccoon, and you're going to get Quasar, and you're going to get Nova and Groot and everybody else. This is the book to get. This is, the costume has already debuted. If you haven't seen the show, you look at Star-Lord's costume. That's the costume that they were wearing in the show. So good series, good books to have. All part of that haul. That was just one vendor. So you can see what I'm talking about. I picked up a fat stack like that from one vendor alone. Made my day, man. That was some fun digging. When you're finding newsstands and stuff like that, you can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. But yeah, that's part 1. So you thought that was good? Wait till you see part 2. I'll be dropping part 2 next video after this one. So make sure that you guys come by, check it out. Check out these videos because there's always good content on these videos. And oh yeah, King Kong 4 is coming. Get ready for King Kong 4. It is a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. All your great Instagram and YouTube vendors are going to be out there. It's for the community, by the community, as my boy the Defects always say. You're going to have Streetside Anthony, Very Gary, Bronzeville Comics, the New York Warriors. You have so many people come out for this show. Now it's a 2-day. They've got artists coming around that are going to be around there. I believe they haven't announced it yet, so I'll let them make their announcement on what artists are going to be there. They're going to have an artist alley. I believe they're going to have somebody doing CGC verifications on the witnessing on the artist alley, so you can put your signatures or remarks or sketches all slabbed, which is a big bonus. And there's accommodations for the hotel. But check out MTG Comics on IG. Also, there's a King Kong webpage also that you can check out with all the information. I believe they're using Ticket Leap now, so you can purchase your 2-day ahead of time. There's also, I believe, an early admission pass, which I would suggest to you guys. Because if you're a hunter and you're hunting for specific books, this is the show to come to. It's becoming the big show. It's the show that people are trying to build their shows up to be. It's the best little show in New Jersey. It's not even really that little anymore when we're going to 2 days now. So big shout out to Comics, big shout out to MTG Comics. King Kong 2, King Kong 4, excuse me. King Kong 4 is coming. So be on the lookout for that. And until the next part of this, peace.